Hi guys, it's Mark with Texas Fundfinding. Welcome back. In a recent previous video, I outlined four methods that I use often to help locate or look for heirs or surviving family members. Some of them are rather obvious, others were not. I mentioned that I had other methods that I used that weren't so obvious. And that's what I'm going to dive into today. So let's get started. Before we do, though, give me a like and subscribe on the video. Really helps the channel, helps us out, makes us want to dig down into our bag of gems and nuggets and pass along useful tidbits of information that we think will help you in the surplus recovery business. We appreciate it. Okay, first method I'll share with you today is a site called publicdata.com. Actually, it's been a little secret of mine. I've been using them for years. So very helpful. Let me just kind of help you walk through it a little bit. You can see all the options you have. Really, for the most part, like I said, I'll use driver's license info, sometimes the voter registration info, sometimes the DMV. I have a habit, and this is an extra nugget, I guess you could say. I will write down the driver's license numbers of any vehicle parked there. Yeah, granted, a lot of times it could be tenants and people not even related or associated with the person you're looking for, but sometimes it's of that person. It's a vehicle that's registered in the name of your lead. But if you were to sign up for publicdata.com, just so you know, it's kind of like a pay per search kind of thing, but it's fairly reasonable. And if you do sign up, and I'll have a link below, they'll kind of want to know why you're using the website. I've always chosen for use in research or producing statistical reports. I mean, I'm not lying, I am doing research. That's publicdata.com. Another source I use, again, not too surprisingly, kind of obvious. It's not free, and some people would say it's rather pricey, is ancestry.com. But when it comes to finding individuals, so whether they're still alive or deceased, this is very helpful. You just plug in their name, as much information as you know about them. You hit search. Very good at finding, say, who they married, if it was a woman, what children they had, even if it's a man, what children they fathered, things like that. It'll even have a list of properties that that individual um, was associated with, lived at one time or another. And for the most part, the information is rather credible and accurate. So that's two more methods I use to locate heirs or surviving family members. I've got a couple more I'll share momentarily. But again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it, and it'll make us want to crank out more videos that we hope you find helpful. Okay, method number three. Here we go back to a pretty obvious one, you might think. And I'm not advocating taking mail, obviously, but checking mailboxes, checking for mail in a mailbox. Again, we're not taking the mail, we're not opening the mail. Obviously, we can get in some legal hot water doing that. If it's the traditional type mailbox that's unsecure, you can see if that location, that property is still getting mail, and if so, whose name the mail is coming in. So again, the mailbox. But again, this would only apply if it's an older traditional mailbox out by the street, in which every house has their own mailbox. And the last lead, using the tax assessor collector's website to look up the address to see who's been paying property taxes on a property. Go to the website, and the easiest way, at least for me here, is to just plug in the address. We're using 1518 Irvin Street as an example. I hit search. So we click on the account and scroll down. We've got a lot of information here. It shows the current owner, but in this case, it doesn't really tell us much. It just tells us it's under an estate of a Martinez Clemente or Clemente Martinez. The secret is to scroll down to payment history. And here you'll see Clem or Clemente Martinez paying on some of the taxes, but you also see a David Martinez. This is a decent example, but I've come across better ones where I've seen 2 or 3 or 4 different names. And a lot of times it turns out that those two or three or four people, or three or four of the four, if you will, um, are related to the person you're finding. So in this case, like I said, Clemente Martinez, we know is deceased. David Martinez, sharing the last name, could very well be a son or a brother. Um, but we just kind of have to go with that. Unfortunately, it doesn't show an address for David Martinez. Um, but nonetheless, it kind of gives us a lead that maybe we can verify um, elsewhere on another site that David Martinez is A, related to Clemente Martinez, and B, might even be an heir. So that's, again, the tax assessor collector website in your particular county. Well, there you have it. 4 more methods I use to help locate heirs and surviving family members. Hope you found the video useful and you gained something from it. A reminder, we have a free Facebook group on doing excess proceeds claims, mortgage foreclosure claims, and surplus claims in the state of Texas. I will provide the link here. But in the meantime, also again, I just cut another video that spelled out 4 other ways to locate heirs. And again, this isn't just Texas specific. A lot of these tips and methods and hacks, if you will, can be used anywhere in a lot of cases. But at any rate, that's our video. I will leave a link to the previous video I made above. In the meantime, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.